Hi, this is Oddball1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox. And today I've got some fun footage of the Dark Marauders doing what the Dark Marauders do, which is piracy and crime. We are in-game bad guys, we roleplay as in-game bad guys, we have some in-game bad guy stuff, we do target some of the good guy factions or some of the lawful factions. Here we're killing a member of Sapcore because he's a member of Sapcore, just why wouldn't you? And we commit some wonderful acts of piracy in this video and kill a couple of people on our KOS list. This is just the Dark Marauders hanging out doing what the Dark Marauders do. This was, you know, in evenings entertainment for me, Dark Out and Starro We had a lot of fun. We managed eventually to pirate a clipper. I mean, pirating a clipper is tough, they're very fast. And even though I have an FSD disrupt missile, it's not a true grum bomb on this one, it's one of the smalls. I've got 3 fixed missile racks on my Cobra Mark IV, and I've got to say, they're a huge amount of fun. If you're not turned onto this yet, advanced missile racks carry a ridiculous amount of ammo, and they're smalls, and they can just be really fun. You can have an hilarious time, and if you have something like a Asp Exploder or a Cobra Mark III where the smalls are all grouped together, I would presume the Challenger and Chieftain and those would be quite fun for this. You can really spam some missiles at people, and they're really good fun. Fixed missiles are fun to use. They're not the most amazing weapons in the world, they're definitely not any PvP meta, but they are really fun, especially on small ships. It means my Cobra Mark IV actually does pack a punch. Between ramming and missiles, it can actually hit things quite hard. But here we are, enjoying ourselves being criminals. And that is the fun of being in the Dark Marauders. You get to roleplay as being a bad guy, and there is nothing more fun than that. There are good guy groups out there that try and stop us doing what we do, but space is so big they have absolutely no hope of stopping us doing what we do. We can go anywhere and do it wherever we like. We just need to find some victims to target, some people to pirate, and we're good to go. You know, they can hunt for us high and low, but we can just go. They turn up somewhere, we'll just go somewhere else and pirate there. So that's great fun for us. There are some fun roleplay good guy groups that we do duel with and fight with. NTFS Cops, I have a lot of fun dueling with them. You know, they're much better PvPers than I am, but it is quite good fun battling with them in my gimbal scrubby builds and seeing what damage I can do. I'd like to say big thanks to Starro for drawing the fire from all of the NPCs, which enabled me to pick up my cargo unmolested, which was great. But this was it, a fun bit of piracy. It's quite difficult to pirate a clipper, so it is nice when it works out. Now normally, once we've killed someone, we don't tend to pick on them over and over again. I did do something I haven't done in a really long time. I can't remember the last time I did this, probably when I was in XO and I was fighting someone, which is ask them to drop tags and say, look, nothing personal, but I'm going to kill you because you've got those tags. Drop those tags and I won't kill you. You know, that's something I haven't done in a long time. But yeah, the Sapcore guy returned and we did go after him, or I went after him the second time, just on my own, which is kind of a fairer fight, you know. Diamondback Explorer versus Cobra Mark IV. He wasn't actually in an Explorer ship, he did actually have weapons and all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff on there, so God knows what he got it kitted out for. And he did actually turn around and have a fight this time, even though I think he regretted it quite quickly into the actual fight. But that tends to be the case. People see a shieldless Cobra Mark IV and they think, ooh, easy target, and then it does that and you're like, no, it's not so easy. But we did actually have, this was the evening that we had the really wonderful encounter, which I'm going to finish on, which is Shadow of Raxxla being pirated by me and Al. And I have a confession to make. At the time, I was in my Anaconda, which has no piracy equipment. Dark Owl was in his Mamba, and we'd been spending some time looking for a guy in system chat who was talking a lot of rubbish. And we were actually just looking for combat, not piracy. And then of course we've got Shadow of Raxxla under Type 7. He turns to face me, not realizing Al's coming up behind him, and we just bluff it out. I mean, I had some cargo space, so I could manually scoop up the cargo, and you know, he's not to know we don't have a manifest scanner and etc. or hatch breaker limits or collector limpets. And to be honest, the sight of Dark Out in a frag Mamba isn't something a Type 7 is going to relish. So we were able to tough it out and, you know, roleplay Piracy, even though we didn't have the best piracy ships in the world, and we're actually in combat ships at the time. But that's the point of being pirates, is to always go for the piracy first. No matter what we're doing, no matter what ships we're in, we will always try and pirate people. We've had many situations where we've had multiple combat ships in a system, capturing people and holding them like this until the pirate ship arrives to collect the cargo and then quickly interdict the next victim. So a mix of pirate ships and combat ships is generally what we aim for. As you can see, Al recorded way more of this footage than I actually got, and Al had a good conversation with him, a nice bit of role play as we discussed pirating him in system, and you'll see I've just arrived in an anaconda behind him. So it was a fun bit of piracy roleplay, and I did note the Shadow of Raxler dropped 7 limpets and 3 bits of cargo, but I wasn't going to complain too much because I only actually had 4 cargo space and Al didn't have any, and the cargo's not going to last long enough for us to go and get another ship to come and collect the cargo. So I happily collected the 3 tons and said thank you very much. I know Shadow of Raxler got a cheap 24-hour pass out of us, but we extracted some cargo, so that's always a win in our book. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. It is so much fun being a bad guy in this game, as I'm sure Shadow of Raxler will have testified to. It's way fun being a bad guy in Elite Dangerous in Open. It's still a game I love, and a game I really look forward to playing. Anyway, that's all. Thank you very much for watching.